on to the reviews. The first review we're going to do is of Richard's favorite game that he's been dying for and waiting for, like you saw in the episode before. He couldn't wait to go to GameStop. We even went to the midnight launch to pick up this game. That's how excited he was. He just painted his gun, polished it, and he was ready for SOCOM.
I was so ready for SOCOM. I even combed out my gun, painted it black. I'll show you a video later. But honestly, biggest disappointment ever. I mean, the game's not that bad, but it's not that good either. It has good things and it has bad things. Let me explain the good things. The graphics are very nice.
Yes.
Visually, it's very clean, clear. You know, there's no, no blurs and none of the stuff that you can see. You know how usually you see like
the grass looks like grass and not like two pieces of paper.
Exactly.
So like the graphics are really good. Something I liked was when you shot, it felt like you were shooting a gun, and at the same time, it was accurate.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, I'm gonna aim for his head. I got his head. But like, you know, in some games you're like aiming for the head. Oh no, it's because of the recoil. I'm like, damn, dog. So I like that part.
Yeah, the game very accurate with the move. Very perfectly accurate. I'm gonna explain controls wise, and then I'll explain the move afterwards. I got to play the game through. It's very fun when you could use commands. You have two teams. You have a yellow team and a blue team. You eventually pick up blue team because they crash an airplane, and then you pick them up and then you start going. And the whole thing is that China is having a war, and you're trying to like kind of like separate them and trying to like prevent them to make it.
You go to your corner. You go to your corner.
Yeah, trying to prevent it from becoming a bigger war. But he eventually finds out there's something in between, like a little mix. I don't want to throw it out.
It's probably oil or money or something.
Yeah, he finds an old friend, which was an old bad guy that he played from SOCOM 2, and they had kind of like a twist in it. But commanding your team is very easy. You just use your D-pads and you just point wherever you want them to go, and they'll go. The problem is they just go there. They'll be like walking. I'm getting shot, sir. Like, shoot back. The guy's right in front of you.
Or work your way up there.
Yes.
So I really got to tell you, hide in this rock first, then hide in that one, and then move to that one.
Isn't that the whole point of the general, though? Telling you what to do?
Yeah, but
no, wait. See, the general's sitting in New York, in Washington, D.C., in the Pentagon, and says, DJ Fuego, Richard, you guys take that guy out. That's it. That's all the general does. But when the commander on the field has to command. But at the same time, if you tell me you're the commander, you say, Kuko, I want you to take out that room. I'm going to run into the room. Getting shot at. No. You're going to work your way to eventually get to the room.
Yeah,
it's true what he says. Like, you point to them, you stand right here in the open field, and they'll just sit there.
And they'll get shot. And eventually they die. You could revive them, or his partner revives them. But that's not the point. I don't want to play a game where I have to go babysit two teams.
But the AI of the bad guy
are awesome.
Amazing. They're like smart. They flank you. They shoot. They throw grenades to flush you out.
We are Asian.
that's what I was saying.
I know they're fighting and doing Sudoku at the same time. But these guys, they're like LD. Like they get the guy from last week's video that jumped off the roof and missed the guy, and that's who they're using.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes that's the thing. It's very you don't get that same response all the time. Sometimes you point to them and they'll go and they'll shoot at the same time. Like, oh, that's great. You know, it works good. But then sometimes it's like, come on, the guy's right in front of you, and he's like, oh, I'm sitting there, and he dies.
I played for like 10 minutes, and I would send them, and then I'll be like, no, come back, regroup. No, come back.
Like, oh man, no, wait, come back. You're doing it all wrong. But the AI like that, it varies. Sometimes it does it, and sometimes it doesn't. I mean, it does do it. But that's what sucks, you know. Get consistency, you know. Please put some consistency in that game. One other thing I didn't like was that guy's like a super freaking Nova soldier.
Yeah, you gotta put it on hard to actually have a challenge. If not, he's just like he's like the T-100. He could just eat metal.
Yeah, he'll just. I'm okay. Another thing, we talked about it before, but what is up with the whole Wolverine thing? I'm very getting frustrated about this. Where I just, oh my god, wait, let me just hide real quick. Come on, change it, please, video game guys. change it. Put some metal packs. Get a medic guy behind you, following you throughout the whole game. As long as they explain it. If you say the guy's Wolverine, I'll be fine with it.
Or say, hey, we introduced this new flight jacket where it's going to be on you, so when your power goes down, it's automatically going to heal you with these new enzymes and stuff. Okay.
Something. But wait, come on. I'm not going to believe that I get shot 10, 14 times and I could go hide behind a rock and then come out again.
My whole thing is that the guy could be 100,000 miles away and you get a headshot and it sounds like you squash a watermelon right next to you. Everything's... I'm like, damn, the guy's like 100 miles away. It sounds that loud when you hit somebody in the head.
I guess they did that in an emphasis for you to know when you get a headshot.
Besides the whole thing where he goes...
Yeah. The good things about this game...
I didn't like the fact that when I'm shooting at a guy, I don't know if he's dead or not. There's like no indication that he's died because like sometimes you're shooting him behind a wooden wall, right? And it's light, so you can shoot through the wall.
Yeah.
But you don't know like if he's dead, so you'll stop shooting and then he'll come and just kill you.
Yeah.
Like,
they have like these things with animations where he falls down, but then he gets back up, but it takes a little bit of time, so you think he's dead because you see him fall when you shoot him, and you are shooting him, and he's like, okay, he's dead. You turn to the next guy, and then you're getting shot by the same guy. I mean, in real life, there's no indicator where the guy puts a flag, hey, I'm dead. I mean,
but at the same time, in real life, it doesn't take 20 bullets to shoot somebody.
Exactly. Like, you shoot him a couple of times, you're like, okay, he's gotta be dead.
He's gotta be dead.
And he's not. That's one thing,
and then the whole thing, when you die, it's like he's winning an Oscar.
Yeah. Like a slow motion, I don't know what the hell that is.
So it's like, die so I can restart already.
Yeah. Well, why don't you make you are getting shot. Why doesn't he hold his bullet?
Where he got shot.
Oh man, it hurts. It does hurt, when you get shot. I mean, you guys gotta work on the game a little bit better with that.
What do you think, Lord Infamous?
I don't know. It sounds good to me. I don't know the whole. I don't have a problem with the whole Wolverine thing or anything like that.
No.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
One thing though, he fights battleships. He fights helicopters. He takes them all down.
But so did Solid Snake, though. You can't say.
Which is a good thing. You have your bosses. There's games that are missing bosses, and it's kind of cool. But like the thing is, okay, I know what it's real life. And then you got bosses. You know what I'm saying?
No, but what I laugh is because I remember you saying that he fought a battleship, and he was getting shot by cannons
from the battleship.
Like freaking like let's put the round in. And he doesn't die. Even Wolverine will get dismantled.
Yeah, I mean, they gotta fix the point of realism and then gaming. They gotta do it really good.
So, what do you rate this game?
Rate this game like getting a fake diamond. I mean, you're disappointed. You really thought it was gonna be nice and blooming, but you ended up getting like a black diamond.
Somebody gave you an Avon diamond?
Yeah, 1 carat. Very disappointed. I mean, you guys gotta really work on your games. At least test it. At least.
And this is the thing. This was like the coming out for PlayStation 3 SOCOM.
And on the move,
it's been a year.
Thing they made a big emphasis on the move. It's accurate. It's perfect, but it's slow. Man, the controls, because it's third person. It takes me a long time to scan and to move the guy. I have to move it with the directional pad.
And you fix those settings?
I fix it to what I thought it was pretty much good, but it's what it is? It's just third person. It doesn't work right. You are shooting from a gun. You're not shooting from out here. You know what I'm saying? So it throws you off a little bit, and it's slower than on the controller because the way they make you look at things is not the same as a first person because you're on the third person. You have to constantly keep pushing L2 to fix his view. So like I hated that because you're like constantly, okay, I gotta fix the view. I shouldn't have to worry about that.
It's weird how Killzone got it down.
Because it's first person. I don't know why they just put first person, put the camera right in front of his head, and that's it. Just maybe on just a move. If you wanted to control it, why don't you just do both? I mean, it's an easy fix.
Yeah, especially you press L1 to zoom in anyway.
Exactly.
Takes it down
like
to first person.
I have that, customizability.
Yeah.